Now, the next chapter is house property compared to salary is a much smaller chapter. There are only one or two items that needs to be, discussed. Therefore, that part of it is main. Other than that, it is very simple. Now, first we need to know what is annual value. Therefore, as per section 26(1), annual value, yeah, annual value of any property shall be the sum for which the property might reasonably be expected to let from year to year. However, it may neither be actual rent derived nor a municipal valuation of the property. It is something like notional rent, which could have been derived from the property had the property been let out. So even a property that is not let out, there is an annual value. This is what you need to understand. Even if the property is neither let out or self-occupied, there is an annual value for a property. This is one thing, a little confusing, but then that's the way it is. Now let us move on. So here, chargeability. Every section has got chargeability. Now, chargeability, what it says is that the annual value, underline, see this underline, of the property consisting of any building or land appertaining thereto, of which the assessee is the owner, shall be subject to income tax under the head income from house property after claiming deduction under section 24, provided such property or any portion of such property is not used by the assessee for the purpose of any business or profession carried on by him, profits of which are chargeable to income tax. So therefore, what are the things? Annual value, land, building, appurtenant thereto, owner, deductions under section 24, and not used for the purpose of business. Which means that if my property, I am going to use it some part for business, it is out of taxation completely. It's not taxable. It's not coming under this head. Because you are using for yourself, so you can't charge income from there, right? Therefore, it doesn't come. But mind you, if you're a partnership firm in which we are doing business, then it will come, because the partnership is different from the personal. So don't get mixed up that whether rental will not come at all, because on the you may think that it is individual, but it may not be individual. The so let me example. Let's give an example. So here, this is a property that is owned by X. Now, X, if he himself occupies it for his business, then there's no question of income there. So it is exempt, which is saying that chargeable section itself it is out. Don't you they saying ignore it. But if the same property, X and Y are two people who are having a partnership, X, Y, and Co. And X, Y, and Co is occupying this, then definitely there is a annual value, and there is it has to be charged if it is there. If there is a charge, that is there. Otherwise, you don't have to bother. If X himself is occupying, it doesn't come for business. But if XY is occupying, then there is a question of it doesn't come fall under this exemption, which is it is coming under chargeability. There's a difference in it. Annual value we looked at just now. Building or land appurtenant thereto, we will just look at it in a moment. And owner and all that deductions will come later. So let us look at these items, essential conditions. So what are the essential conditions here? Number one, property must consist of any building and land appurtenant there. That means land connected with buildings like gardens, garage, courtyard, income from where therefore that is all attached to it. Therefore, that's what is called land appurtenant there. Building plus land appurtenant there, garage, gardens, etc. But if there is a vacant land, that cannot come under the head business income from house property, because there is no building. There's no building. Building includes, mind you, this is also important. It need not be only residential. It can be factories, it can be auditoriums, it can be cinema houses. All are coming under this. Just because the use is for commercial doesn't mean that it has to be under some other head. It all comes under this. If you are a owner and you are letting it out for a cinema hall is using for business purpose. That doesn't mean that it should be charged under, not charged under this house property. It should be charged here. Any other structure, whether having, so any other structure also, whether having a roof or not. So where the structure can be used as such. Therefore, even if there is no roof, no problem. But in the case of residential house, there needs to be a roof. So if you imagine that stadium, it doesn't have a roof, right? But there are people who can sit around and use it. Therefore, it will come under this category. Okay. Next is what? Next is ownership of the property. NSC must be the owner of the house property. Ownership includes freehold and leasehold rights, and also includes deemed ownership. Now, what is deemed ownership? The following case, income will be taxed in the hands of the deemed owners, even if they are not legal owners. There are some situations. For example, transfer to his spouse. If an individual transfers a house property to his or her spouse without adequate consideration, the transferor in that case is deemed to be the owner of the house. For example, if X is having a house, he has got not one house, he has got two houses. And two houses put together, he is getting a big rental income. Now he's saying, my God, it's becoming too much because I'm paying too much tax. So what he is doing, this house is transferring the ownership to Mrs. X. And when Mrs. X becomes the owner, then the rent starts coming to Mrs. X. Now here, this he has transferred without any proper money coming in. It is only transfer, that's it, like a gift. In that scenario, this, what happens, even though the rent is coming to X, Mrs. X, he will still be the deemed owner of the property. Therefore, transfer in his house, if an individual transfers house property to his or her spouse without adequate consideration, which means no payment has happened, proper payment has not happened, then he will be deemed to be the owner. However, where a property is transferred to his spouse under an agreement to live apart, the transfer will be only taxed in the hands of transferee. That is, suppose they decide to live apart and that agreement he is transferring a property, then he will not become the deemed owner. That is an exception. Similarly, transfer to a child. If an individual transfers the house property to his or her minor child, minor, not child, minor child, the transferor in that case is a deemed owner. I mean, X will again become the owner. X, minor child, he is transferring this property. Again, the rental income minor is getting, he get come here. This would, however, not be applicable when the property is transferred to minor married daughter. If this thing is minor married daughter, then it will not. Obviously, this doesn't come now today because minor is getting married is illegal in India. So that question doesn't come. This is an old law that's continuing. Mind you, this is actually called clubbing. And in income tax, there is a separate chapter for clubbing which we'll be studying. Relating to house property, clubbing is covered under section 10. Therefore, this will not be discussed there. It's already discussed here. Therefore, that is not covered under clubbing provisions there. Other things relating to clubbing will come there. So just remember this. We will be looking at that. Okay. Now, there is an escape route for this to avoid this clubbing from the husband or wife or whatever. This. Where individual transfers the cash to his or her spouse or minor child, and a transferee spouse, minor child, acquires house property out of such cash, the transfer shall be deemed to be owner. Which means that suppose he is having a house in his name. Now he wants to transfer to his wife, but if he transfers just like that without adequate consideration, what will happen? The ownership will still remain with him. He will be a deemed owner. So what he is doing is, Mrs. X, this is Mr. X. He is the owner of this property at present. He is giving a loan to Mrs. X, loan. With the loan, she is buying the house and paying the money back to him. So what happens? The money is coming back to Mr. X and the property is getting transferred. But in this case, there is adequate consideration. Therefore, deemed ownership will not come. So it's a way around to handle this thing. It's only an exception to the whole thing. Not exception, it's how to avoid it. And again, these are things that are becoming very murkier in the current law. The government is of the feeling that these things should not be done. Apart from that, there are a couple of them which we need to just look at it. I'll just briefly tell you. Holder of impartable estates, member of a cooperative society, person is a person of property, a person who is allowed to retain possession of property of any building or part thereof and part performance of contract. This cover case, possession of property has been handed over, sale consideration has been promised to be paid, sale deed has been executed. That means this typically when flats are being booked and the amount, what happens is that the amount everything has been paid to the builder and they have taken possession of the property. They are staying, but the legal title has not happened. Legal title has not happened. In that case, what they're saying is the person who has purchased will become the deemed owner, even though the legal title has not come. They have taken possession. Sale consideration has been paid or substantially paid. Sale deed has not been executed. That is, the legal title has not come. Even then, they will become the deemed owner. The other one is person having right in a property for more than 12 years. That means a person who is staying in a place as rental on rent basis for more than 20 days, he gets a right in the property. Then he becomes a deemed owner. So this is why normally, if you are in a rental place, normally it will be for 11 months and it will keep on getting renewed. Therefore, you can't have a right like that. And before 10 years, they will say you vacate because nobody wants to take the risk because this problem is there. They can have a right in that property. One second. Then anything else? So we'll stop here. Then use of property, then I'll come to that later. So we'll just stop here and you can